Hey Farm Fam! I'm in the process of cleaning and it is time to clean the litter boxes. So I'm going to start with the bunnies litter box, and I thought I would show you guys what we have for them. This is their litter box. So we have a little plastic pan on the inside of this wooden box that my husband built, and then it has little cutouts for their head, and this is where we put their hay. And so they like to eat and poop at the same time. So we have two of the plastic bins, and when it's time to clean, I normally will take one out and I will clean that one. But in the meantime, I just take the clean one and put some litter in it. I put some new hay in their little holes, and that way they can have something clean to use while I'm cleaning the other one. Here's their clean litter box. I put them some hay up in the holes back there, and then this part is clean and they're all ready to go for another couple of days. Now that the bunnies have their new clean litter box set up, before I go ahead and take the old one out and dump it and clean the pan, I'm going to go ahead and take care of the cat's litter box as well, which is one of my least favorite things to do, but it is what it is. I've made it a little bit easier by scooping the poop every day. That makes it a little bit less gross, and I'm sure you guys are just enjoying, loving talking about litter and poop, but I just want to let you know what we do here in our household. So one thing we changed is the kind of litter that we use for the cat. So for the bunnies, we use something called pine litter pellets, and it looks like this. If you guys have never seen it before, this is the clean box that we use. It's basically these little compressed pellets. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it's cheaper and they don't go through it as often, surprisingly, because the pellets, they kind of just break down when they pee, and it just becomes like sawdust almost. And we started using that for the cat as well. We used to use the clay sandy type litter, and we just found that it would get all stuck in her paws and in her fur, and it would be everywhere. And if you guys have ever smelled it, even if you get the unscented, it has a smell. And when it mixes with the cat, like the cat's dander and the cat's odor, it's just a very strange smell, and you start smelling it on everything. And after 10 years of having her, it was enough. So actually we started it last year, so 9 years that we had her. And I can't say this for all cats because I don't know, and a lot of cats can be finicky, and so you have to be really careful with just switching their food, switching their litter. Changing anything can be very detrimental with a cat and any animal, but cats for sure. But with her, she is just so go with the flow. I took a little bit of her old kind of litter, the sandy litter, and I mixed it in with the pellets. And I did that for the first week maybe, and then I just put all of the pine pellets in there, and she did great. She's never used the bathroom outside of the litter box, and she just took to it really well. And I find that it is cleaner, other than she makes a mess right in front of the litter box. When she jumps out, it kind of just comes with her. But I found that that kind of happened with the old litter as well. So, and my hair is like really messy right now, so don't judge me. It's in a little clip so I can just get it out of my face. So we're not gonna look at that. But I found that she did that with the old litter as well. So it's not like this is just specifically because of this litter. This is her litter box, and she has had the open box, and she did fine with that, but I didn't really like that when she would try to cover it up, she would kind of fling stuff everywhere. And so sometimes there would be unspeakable things on the walls, and I just didn't really like that. So we went ahead and we switched to a covered one, and she's done really well with that as well, which some cats would start going outside of the litter box if you changed their style of litter box. So I had seen a video a while back where it was a little bit less costly method. It was someone who specifically used the pine pellets for their cat as well. And what they did was they took one of the plastic litter pans. So you see there's another pan inside of her litter box. And they took one of the plastic litter pans and they drilled holes in the bottom of it. And what it does is when she goes pee, the litter will break down. And I mentioned that with the bunnies, and it does it with her as well. It breaks down into the sawdust type form. And if you clean the box daily, it's easier. So when you scoop out all of the poop, you're going to take the box and you're going to shake the box. And it's going to shake all of that pine dust down into the lower pan. And then you can just dump that out. And it saves money because it leaves the pellets that are still intact. And so if you can see, there are some sawdust type, like loose, but then mixed in, you can see the bigger one. And it will leave some intact pellets. And then we'll add some more as needed. And I can show you guys what that looks like. Alright, so you're just going to reach in. And you can do this with gloves, but normally I just will reach in here and I can wash my hands afterwards. So you're just going to reach in and you're going to grab the second plastic bin and you're just going to shake it. And you're just going to shake that sawdust down to the bottom. Or it's not sawdust, it might be. We're just going to call it dust. You're just going to shake the dust down to the bottom pan, and then we're going to dump the bottom pan. Now that I've shaken down all the dust to the bottom pan, you can see this is what's left over. It's clean, there's not really a lot of dust left in the pan, and there's just solid pellet pieces intact. And then you can see how there's holes underneath, and it's like that throughout this whole bottom part. But now every so often you're going to want to take your pan and dump everything. So you can do this once a week, once every 2 weeks. Dump everything, and you're going to want to scrub the pan because they can be messy, as you can see. And then I'll show you what it looks like when we take the pan out. So this is just the actual litter box itself, and this is the dust that got shook down, and this is what's left over, and this is what you're going to dump, and then you'll have an empty litter pan to start over with. And then after that, you're just going to want to add some fresh pellets into the litter box to fill in the gaps, and then you're done.
Just getting home from work. I see a couple of these tomatoes need to be strung up a little better. But they're getting pretty big. I'll tell you what, we gotta show you how we did that. Gotta dump this standing water. Put it over here into this compost bin. That's the only thing. This thing gets pretty heavy. Trying to do this one-handed. Pretty hard. It's quite a lot more water than I thought. It's been raining for the last couple days. Look at these. Look. Those two are growing together. Those two are growing together. Holy moly. These things are taking off, I'll tell you what. This is our first time growing squash. So, got some little bugs flying around. No. Oh, I see a couple right there. He's doing really good. When is it time to pick? I gotta look that up. Our bell peppers are finally growing. They were really tiny a week ago. Been a little hot out, and then now it's 60 something degrees out today. We gotta trim some of these lower leaves off. But other than that, we got quite a few tomatoes growing. I can't wait for them to turn red. And we got a couple okra plants that we just threw some seeds in. We're letting the dandelion grow for the bunnies. The bunnies are gonna enjoy some of that lettuce. A lot of the seeds we have are from last year. We weren't gonna do a garden because we were moving. But once we moved all the soil over, we were like, let's do it. A lot of the seeds didn't sprout. That's okay.
My eyes are crying.
Your eyes are crying?
Mm-hmm.
We're making dinner.
Ooh.
Just something simple. Some hot dogs and some onions.
Can't see.
But I'm getting ready to take out the compost. Our neighbor gave us some plants.
She's like...
She might as well be family.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Some type of melons. Showed these are peppers and a persimmon tree. Alright, about to take out our compost. We got some rotten bananas, a couple bad mushrooms, and some eggshells to go in to today's compost drop. The water I dumped earlier, just gonna take it, dump it right back through. There we go. And let the rain just get real wet for the next couple days. Time to go. Put the ducks away. A little later than usual, but we got some stuff done around the house. Better late than never. Time to go inside. Come on. Inside, everybody inside. Come on. Everybody everywhere. Come on, ducks. Thank you. That water was pretty dirty, so I dumped it out. And I got some fresh for them. There you guys go, ladies and gentlemen. And good night. Well, with the day coming to an end, I'd like to say thank you for watching again. Farm family, we'll see you again. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Any other thoughts?
Tell all your friends.
That's it.
Alright. Good night, guys.